And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Morning Musings. My name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma. Hope you had a great weekend. Boy, I did. Got to work on one of my old cars. I am trying to get a 1970 model Monte Carlo running. I dropped a new motor and transmission in it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really kind of excited about getting it running so that I can sell it. Really cool old car. Anyway, like I said, welcome back. I'm sharing with you some thoughts on the destruction of the devil, the victory of Christ, because one of the objections that is given against covenant eschatology is, well, if the Lord came in AD 70, then Satan must have been destroyed, and look around, there's still evil in the world. Now, it's obviously important to notice something about that, and that is the Bible very clearly puts full responsibility on evil on man. Lots and lots and lots of times, the Bible puts the responsibility for evil not on some external source influencing us, but on man. James chapter 1, 12 and following. We'll have more to say about that later. In the meantime, pardon me. Hang on. I've been sharing with you some predictions from the Old Testament that give us the specific time frame, the specific context for the destruction of the devil. We have been we've been looking at those. The last Old Testament passage that I want to share with you is Daniel chapter 12. Now I want you to notice, and I'll approach it like this. Daniel chapter 12 foretold the last days, the time of the end, the time of the great tribulation, Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. The time of the resurrection, Daniel chapter 12 verse 2. The time of the kingdom, verse 3, when the righteous would shine forth in the kingdom of the Father. The time of the end, verse 4. Now, why do I bring this up? Well, notice verse 2 is the time of the resurrection. It's the resurrection to eternal life. Oh, by the way, very quickly, it just astounds me that partial preterists are now jumping ship on Daniel chapter 12, whereas they have traditionally, historically, and creedally appealed to Daniel chapter 12, verse 2, for the end of human history into the millennium resurrection. Oh boy, when those of us who espouse covenant eschatology have been pointing out that Daniel chapter 12, the resurrection of Daniel chapter 12, had to be, quote, when the power of the holy people is completely shattered, unquote, and that cannot be at the end of the Christian age, what do we find? Well, all of a sudden, men like Kenneth Gentry, man that I have tremendous respect for, he's changed his position on Daniel 12. It now applies to AD 70. Joel McDermott, with whom I had the public debate, July of 2012. Well, Daniel 12 was at least partially fulfilled in AD 70. Sam Frost, Daniel chapter 12, fulfilled in AD 70. Actually, Sam is changing his views on Daniel chapter 12, almost as I speak here. But anyway, the point of fact is, here's a prediction of the resurrection at the time of the end, resurrection to eternal life. So here is Revelation chapter 20. Resurrection at the time of the end, and what happens at the time of this resurrection. Satan is destroyed. So, Daniel chapter 12 predicted the resurrection to eternal life at the time of the end. Revelation chapter 20, the resurrection to eternal life at the time of the end, the destruction of Satan. Daniel chapter 12 verse 7. All of these things would be fulfilled, brought to realization, fully accomplished, quote, when the power of the holy people has been completely shattered, unquote. Daniel 12, verse 7. Now, since the resurrection is the time of the destruction of Satan, and since the destruction of Satan and resurrection are therefore absolutely inseparably bound together, and since Daniel posits the resurrection at the time of the destruction of Old Covenant Israel, then very clearly, undeniably, irrefutably, the destruction of Satan was in AD 70. Hey, thanks for joining me for this morning's Morning Musings. We'll see you on the flip side.